Parents, we as guardians of our youth, we can't be to the point where we think that discussing the reality of racism with our children is taboo. Because if I don't discuss it with you, if I don't have this conversation with you, when you run into it, you're going to think something and be like, what is this? Well, this is common. Because if we discuss it and we sit down and we go over scenarios from the news, from programs, and we say, do you see this? Now, mommy or daddy or auntie or uncle, how am I supposed to handle this? Well, you have to handle this like this, like this, like this, because it's tough being black in America. Now, if we're going to sit here and act like it ain't tough being black in America, and you think that I'm going to be able to absorb all those blows for you when you get on a bus and someone's going to look at you as your neighborhood is beginning to be invaded by gentrification. And we don't want to discuss what gentrification is all about. And we don't want to tell you how people will overlook you or follow you through the mall and look at you, your own people, wearing a security guard. Or look at you as if you a thief while the other one get away. Who you don't even expect to look at. Why you don't expect to look at them like you look at me? Because you've been trained to look at me. So now we're not going to have this conversation with our children. And then when they go in, they hurt or they absorb it and don't say nothing. Nah, hold up. When we go out with my daughter and my son and we go out and somebody take too long waiting on me to spend my money with you, when you hurry up and went to that table, we're going to get up and we're going to leave out this store. But I'm going to tell you why we leaving. We're leaving because our dollar or our ice is not as cold as theirs. You know why? Because of our skin color. Now we're going to respectfully leave. I'm going to see a manager and I want you to come with me. We're going to see the manager and we're going to tell the manager that your service was not up to our standard. We do not like the way your waitress overlooked us and served white folks, Asian folks, or whoever before you served us and we were here at the same time and our money is green.
That's right. You got to stand for something.
You better stand, but you got to have this conversation.
You got to have the conversation. One of the things, too, is as black people, no matter what job you have, you need to take pride in it. Because I'm going to tell you, I have lived in Bowie, and then I set up here and moved to Southeast. And then one of the things, I still go to my stores in Bowie. I still go to Wegmans. I refuse to go to the Shoppers anymore over there. And the thing is because I don't see black people taking pride in the work that they do. Okay. It's no reason why a Shoppers in Southeast always got a line and ain't never got enough cashiers. But then you sit up here and I go to Bowie, I never wait. That's the issue for me. And it's a prideful thing. This is something in our neighborhood, and it goes back again to looking at controlling your narrative. And it's like people will sometimes complain about certain things, but when they're the ones holding certain positions, they don't own up to the positions that they have.
And I agree with you with that. But now my thing is that what we have to do is we have to call somebody to the table. We got to say, oh, wait a minute, where your manager at?
Yes,
this
right.
raggedy ass store,
right.
and we got to come in here and it's more expensive than anything, and this store raggedy. What's going on? Why don't we have such and such and such? The Shoppers right down here is the same way. So I'm saying that our people are so broken that just because we wearing these titles and we dressing good, don't mean we ain't broken. See, we looking good, but we got a whole lot of trash in our trash can. And we got to be told that professionally. Well, sister or brother, that wasn't proper the way you handled me. And I mean, we don't have to go off, because if we approach one another with the mindset of our injury or our post-traumatic stress disorder, then even our approach to correct the issue would be appropriate. So we can't look and say, okay, I gotta go to Wagner's because it's top flight out there. You know why? Because them black folks out there demand that it be top flight. Because they spending all that money out Largo and Bowie or wherever they at, and they gonna demand a certain service. So I had to tell a brother the other day, because our people are receiving assistance from the government, does that mean we supposed to get ran down stuff? No, that just means that the fact that we just don't have a certain amount of money, but that don't mean you treat me any kind of way. So what, having money means that you get top flight service, or do you not have to have money to get? We don't have to be rich to treat each other right. We got to demand that though. We got to come in professional, and we got to come in. My mama said, how many shirts you got? I got 2. Well, what you're not going to do is be dirty with them 2. Clean them and wear them again, but you ain't going to go out here raggedy and make that as an excuse. So we can't do that. That's a solution for us.
That's just like, let me tell.
Bring some balance to us. Because we ain't got that kind of patience to keep playing with you, Joker. I told you. And then she come in. Look, go ahead over there for a minute. It's the balance that we're missing in our intentional breakdowns in our family. So this is what we got. Our solution is that we got to bring some balance to this thing. Because if we don't bring no balance, I go down to both juvenile detention centers for DYRS. One of them is New Beginnings in Laurel, and the other one is right over here on Mount Olive Road. And I get a chance to work directly with our youth, and they have a portion of our youth that are what they call Title 16, and they try it as an adult. You know, and this is another aspect of the post-traumatic stress disorder that we go through, is when we sit down and we get a chance to actually listen to the trauma that has taken place with some of our youth. It will baffle you to even wonder, how do they even get up in the morning? Right. So to understand the war that is going on at every level with us. We have a scientist among us that has done a scientific study on what this marijuana got in it. Right. Yeah. Right. All these slick names, the gas, the purple, the hydro, all of these fancy names, but we failing to realize that they are genetically modified to feminize the male and to masculize the female. So we find our youth now wanting to smoke it more than they want to eat. So then we want to know, why is it that our natures are becoming complicated? And this is not to throw no salt on anybody's choice of life, but I'm talking about what we going through. Right. You see, if we don't get down to the nitty-gritty, as the brother said, to the root of our issues, then we're going to miss the big picture, because you legalizing your own death. Right. So if the enemy say it's legal, we just bash it. Right. It's okay. No, we can just do it now, and we just smoking. I ain't got but a little bit left for me, and you don't even know what you putting in you, because you medicating your post-traumatic stress disorder. That's right. And every day you get up, you high. The first thing you want to do is you want to smoke. Right. You don't even want to think about your hygiene, because you don't want to face this reality, because it's harsh. And you wake up, your mother tricking. You wake up, who is your father? You wake up, grandma got to take care of 3 and 4 generations. Is she not tired? So these are the post-traumatic stress disorders, and as you leave juvenile injustice, and then they sending our children, just not long ago, they stuck a pole and a stick in the behind of a little young white child out here in Virginia. Right. They fought tooth and nail to make sure that they tried them as juveniles. Some of the cases that's right down here in New Beginnings with Title 16 ain't nowhere near like that case. But we Title 16 in our youth like it ain't nothing. But we don't know about it because when we see the shootings and the killings, and mind you, there brown people catching the hell too. If we see the shootings, we see the killings, and the first thing we want to do is lock them up. Yeah, the crimes are horrific, but what has been done to us is horrific. So now we're dealing with the effects, but what's the cause of our hurt? Oppression. So this post-traumatic stress disorder is that even when we have our groups right here, I had a meeting with some credible messengers the other day, and grown men sitting in a circle being honest and crying about the pain that they've been carrying 20, 30, and 40 years. Right. Grown men. We can't have decent relationships with our women fractured as hell as we are. Right. How are we going to have proper relationships with this woman and we in so much pain ourselves? The moment she triggers us is the moment we don't want to punch the enemy in the face. We're going to punch her in the face. You know why? Because of post-traumatic stress disorder. So if we don't start going to the root of these things, like brother said, we're going to be generation. We're going to be spinning and trying to catch our tail. And have we seen a dog catch it yet?
Because it's designed to keep you down anyway.
You better
It's
bet.
designed to keep you down. So if you don't find a way, you will stay down.
So let me ask y'all this. So I agree.
And I'm looking, I'm saying, God. And then when we become mentors now of these sisters that's struggling, the brother got to have discipline and not look at the woman and say, boy, she look good. And because of the fact she look good, you can't be hitting on a man's mother. Can't. So here we go, black man. We got to get some discipline back with us in the process of saving our community. Yes, she's fine. Yes, she's this. But are you married? Are you dedicated? Well, keep it right there. Don't get involved and hurt the sister, hurt her trust, and then mess with the little child again. This is a big job for us, man. And we need some heavyweight hitters to want to be involved with this one.
If I could just, speak to which